Hello, welcome to the lunch edition of MBC News with me, Evelys Chingambi. Coming up this afternoon, persons with disabilities who are also beneficiaries of the social cash transfer in Palombe hailed the e-payment system. Over 1,000 families seek refuge at some schools in Mangochi following floods that occurred in the district. And in sports, lawn tennis coach and player Brenda Mansinga calls for increased financial and material support towards the sport. Thank you for joining us. And now the news in detail. The migration of the social cash transfer, commonly known as Mtukulabakomo, from cash to e-payment is said to be easing challenges that beneficiaries previously faced. Persons with disabilities from Palombe who are also beneficiaries of the Mtukulabakomo have attested to the change. Details with Simeon Boyce.
Using the old system, persons with disabilities had to walk a long distance to the designated collection point where they were made to wait for over 8 hours in a queue. But with the new system, beneficiaries are now receiving their monthly remittances right at home. Maxwell Chikova, a 48-year-old man with walking challenges, is expressing happiness with the transition to mobile payment, saying it has reduced the burden of walking a long distance to the collection center.
In
the past, we were walking a long distance to the collection center. Sometimes I could not make it due to walking challenges, but with the e-payment system, the process has been simplified.
In his remarks, George Mofolo, who is blind, says the old system compromised their privacy and exposed them to potential theft.
The e-payment system, because you receive the money in the comfort of your home. The old system was challenging. We could go there in the morning and we would wait until afternoon before receiving the money.
Social Welfare Officer responsible for social cash transfer in Palombe, Faxon Chizalo, says the new payment system has brought many benefits to both the district council and the beneficiaries.
The moving from manual to e-payment has changed a lot of things, and it has benefited us as a district council. Few benefits are that when we are doing the manual payment, we have to use several vehicles. That means we have to suffocate some activities of council, and we have to use more staff whom we are supposed to be handling other issues in the offices, but we have to take them to field. And we have to use the security, which all of these officers and security personnel, we have to pay them.
Currently, Palombe district has over 10,000 people who are on a social cash transfer program with support from Malawi government and KFW Bank from German. Simeon Boyce, MBC News, Palombe.
8 Ethiopian nationals suspected of human trafficking have been repatriated. Malawi Defense Force spokesperson Major Emmanuel Mlelemba has confirmed the development, saying the 8 individuals were among the 220 people apprehended in July last year's operation. Mlelemba explains.
This repatriation is coming in following a number of raids that we have been conducting at Dzareka refugee camp in collaboration with other security agencies in Malawi. You may recall that some months ago we raided the camp and managed to get some illegal immigrants as well as human traffickers. So the illegal immigrants were sent to Maula, but the human traffickers, because of some reasons, were under Malawi Defense Force, and then it was decided that these human traffickers should be repatriated. So today, 8 have been repatriated to Ethiopia. Working with these other security agencies, as you are aware, it's quite important. We are looking at national security, and national security does not depend on only one organ. So all the security institutions in Malawi work hand in hand to make sure that we address the security concerns that we face as a nation.
There is hope for free legal representation to marginalized and underprivileged citizens in the country, a move which is meant to address the critical shortage of legal practitioners in the country. The Malawi Law Society MLS President Patrick Mpaka said they will collaborate with the Malawi Legal Aid Bureau to provide these pro bono legal services across the country. More in this report.
The pro bono scheme seeks to broaden the reach of legal aid services, ensuring that citizens in remote areas also benefit from legal representation and advice. Speaking during the meeting, Acting Director for the Legal Aid Bureau, Chimwemwe Chitope Mwale, revealed that the Bureau currently has only 48 legal practitioners handling over 27,000 cases, leaving each lawyer responsible for an average of 560 cases. Mwale therefore said the pro bono scheme becomes one of the initiatives to capacitate the Bureau in addressing the gap.
Obviously, we need to increase the number of lawyers that we have at the Legal Aid Bureau. We need to have sufficient resources for us to function properly. And then the pro bono scheme is one of the so many initiatives that we require as a Bureau to enhance our capacity to offer legal aid. Because now we are supplementing the 48 legal practitioners that we have with other legal practitioners coming from the Malawi Law Society.
Malawi Law Society President Patrick Mpaka said the pro bono scheme was launched in 2023 and it has provided many private practicing lawyers a platform to contribute to national service by offering free legal representation.
We have over 50 lawyers that are already registered on the panel, but we have close to 1,000 lawyers. Last year, over 300 lawyers took part in that service, but still people maybe don't know.
Chief Resident Magistrate for the Center, Austin Banda, said the expansion of the pro bono scheme will help to hasten justice delivery in the courts.
People who may not have had access of justice will now be having access to justice. I say this because sometimes people have legal issues that they may not even be aware that they are legal issues, so the lawyers will help them to isolate out the issues and actually know whether to take it to court or not.
Malawi Law Society believes that a well-structured pro bono system is key to fostering fairness, reducing case backlogs, and enhancing trust in the justice system. Doreen Sonani, MBC News, Lilongwe.
A 4-year-long standing chieftaincy wrangle of traditional authority Kabudula in Lilongwe has come to an end as Minister of Local Government Richard Chimwendo Banda has officially installed the chief. Traditional authority Kabudula was appointed 4 years ago, but his installation was delayed due to disagreements in the royal family. Speaking at the installation ceremony of the TA Kabudula, Chimwendo Banda advised royal families in the country to resolve chieftaincy wrangles amicably and not drag each other to court as the move is counterproductive. Eunice Jovo reports.
It has been 4 years of court cases and wrangles at TA Kabudula's headquarters after a name for the new chief had already been confirmed in August 2020. Speaking when he installed Lakson Kantokoma to become the new traditional authority Kabudula, the Minister of Local Government, Richard Chimwendo Banda, expressed worry over such incidences, saying the area suffers more than the families that are in disagreement.
The ministry has been advocating that the courts are not the better place where issues should be resolved. There must be dialogue among families when there are disputes about chieftaincy. But at the end of the day, when the courts make a ruling, we should all abide to what the courts have decided, just as what we have done today. Senior Chief Kabudula died a long time ago, and the TA was supposed to come 2020. You can imagine that this is 2025. We have been over 4 years without a chief, a substantive chief, apart from Senior Chief Kongon, who used to come and help issues affecting this area. But that was not effective because they needed their own chief.
The installation ceremony included 2 sub-traditional authorities, Namaguya and Zagaria, who have been elevated from group village headmen. Installing the sub-TAs, Minister of Local Government commended some TAs in Lilongwe who are elevating their chiefs to higher levels, more recognized in government systems and a catalyst for development.
The population growth in Lilongwe demands that we have enough chiefs to help us in fostering development in the country. I'm very happy that we have seen senior chiefs actually proposing promotion of some traditional authorities across, more especially here in Lilongwe, something which was not happening in the past. What it tells is that when we have enough chiefs, we'll be able to deliberate and allow those chiefs to help us in development. Chiefs play a significant role in as far as development is concerned.
Lilongwe district has one of the highest population in the country, more than 20 constituencies with 26 TAs and sub-TAs. Eunice Jovo, MBC, Lilongwe.
Over 1,000 families that have been rendered homeless are seeking refuge at some schools in Mangochi following floods that occurred in the district. A report by Mangochi District Council also indicates 3 people have died and 48 injured. Davy Umar with the details.
Scores of people around Mpinganjira area in Mangochi have been rendered homeless following flash floods that have hit the area due to a heavy downpour on Friday evening. In Mpinganjira 2 village, traditional authority Mapira, the floods have caused enormous damage, destroying houses, damaging maize crops, while other households have lost livestock. According to residents, the source of the floods is Nasenga River, which blocked its banks as a result of the heavy downpour. I'm happy to be alive because I am unable to walk. Actually, some man had to carry me on his back to safety. But I have lost livestock, fertilizer, maize. As you can see, the situation is so bad. I had bags of maize in the house. As we speak, they are gone. Clothes, livestock, also gone. Some whose houses have been reduced to rubble are seeking for shelter at Changamire and Mpinganjira primary schools. Jean Saidi at Changamire Primary School told MBC that food is the main challenge. At this camp we have a total of 122 families, of which 15 are males and females are 117. But we also have a population of children around 189. So far, food is the main challenge. Meanwhile, Mangochi District Council says a team of officials is on the ground assessing the situation. Acting District Commissioner David Gwenembe said so far the council has received support from CADECOM, but a report on the same has been sent to the Department of Disaster Management Affairs, DODMA.
As a council, we had some assistance which Malay government through DODMA gave us. We have managed to distribute some blankets to the affected persons, and these blankets are on the way as we speak right now to the centers where they are going to be distributed to the affected persons. This is what we had at the moment at the district base as a quick response using the aid that we got from Malay government through DODMA.
Meanwhile, a call has also gone to well-wishers to assist the council. Dave Umar, MBC News, Mangochi.
This is MBC News and you are with me, Evelis Chingambe. A reminder of our top stories. Persons with disabilities who are also beneficiaries of the social cash transfer in Palombe hail the e-payment system. Over 1,000 families seek refuge at some schools in Mangochi following floods that occurred in the district. And in sports, lawn tennis coach and player Brenda Mansinga calls for increased financial and material support towards the sport. Welcome back. Over 25 billion kwacha has reached out to local businesses courtesy of Business Partners, a fund manager that provides debt equity finance. The company's country manager, Bon Ntembezeka, disclosed this during a business interaction with entrepreneurs in Blantyre. For his part, Lucius Dzimbiri, managing director for Misho's Construction, hailed Business Partners for sharing insights pertaining to the services of the company that the company is offering to Malawians.
The message that we would like to communicate to these entrepreneurs is that as business partners, we are there. There are plenty of opportunities in the market, and we've established ourselves as a go-to financier, and that we are there to provide that kind of support if they're looking to scale, they're looking to buy equipment and invest in property. We are there really to provide that kind of funding solution. The session that we had has been very interactive. We've answered quite a lot of questions that most of the entrepreneurs had, and they've gotten a clear picture of what Business Partners does, what we invest in and what we don't invest in. And we've also explained to them the pricing, and we emphasize the point to say we agree all the repayment terms with all our clients. So yeah, we're there. We're there to really give that support.
Yeah, we met. We explained what we need as a contractor, and we noted that they can support us, because we're in construction industry. We need a lot of equipment in construction. We need a lot of capital. So partnering with the business partners to really help.
Disadvantaged students from various schools in Lilongwe have received financial and material support from Languages Training and Consultancy Solutions, LTCS, during a handover ceremony of learning materials to the beneficiaries in Lilongwe. Chief Executive Officer for the company, Jean Markiav, said the support is crucial in advancing education development in the country. Gracious Banda has filed this report, being read by Helix Manemba.
A total of 21 secondary schools across Malawi are benefiting from the Languages Training and Consultancy Solutions LTCS bursary program, targeting 5 needed students from each school. Over 500 students have so far been supported with their school fees and other learning materials since 2017. Chief Executive Officer for the organization, Jean Markiav, has urged the beneficiary students to work hard and focus on their studies to make the bursary beneficial to Malawi's education system.
We encourage them to work hard and to have good behavior so that we can talk about good citizens in the future. Because we can't have just a brain without proper behavior. Then we'll have a country that is doing bad. So we encourage them to work hard, and we'll also be bringing some initiatives where we'll be giving awards to students.
A representative from Kwichi Secondary School, one of the beneficiary schools, Chris Jezumba, has called upon other well-wishers to support the needed students as the demand for such support at the school is enormous.
These are the students that they can, most of them, they have maybe 2 or 3 notebooks, and they even mix social studies, and you find they are using the same exercise book for Chichewa. So sometimes the teacher may send them out because they haven't maybe written an assignment for Chichewa, and that affects their performance. So this, I believe, will really help them. We have so many students that are in need of this, and selecting 5 students, it's an honor for us. We are really grateful for this opportunity.
One of the beneficiaries, Simeon Piri, a Form 3 student at Baira Secondary School, who has been under the bursary since Form 1, has held the support, saying it has had a big impact on his education journey.
When I started receiving my first bag, it was when I was in Form 1, Term 3. Then I received that bag with the exercise books, and they also pay school fees for me. And I feel like it helps me a lot because I push up starting for the time I receive this bursary until now I'm in Form 3.
A large population from all levels of education in Malawi fail to pursue their studies due to financial constraints impacting negatively on the country's future generation.
And now in sports, about 300 participants from different health clubs in the city of Mzuzu finished a 15-kilometer joint walk. Commissioner for Northern Region Police Headquarters, Richard Luhanga, has described the joint walk, which they organized in collaboration with other health clubs, as a milestone in networking with the community. Our reporter, Rodolfo Nyirenda, has more.
Masinga expressed her satisfaction with the high turnout as the tournament attracted over 40 children from Blantyre, Zomba and Cheu. She therefore emphasized the need for more investment in the sport to nurture young talent.
This is the first time to have this tournament. We thank sponsors. A few people came out to sponsor us. So we were in a mirror of talking that maybe they can do more because they are also interested with the sport. They're okay with that, and the turnout was very nice. They're impressed with everything, how we organize everything, and we hope that they're going to stick with us.
One of the parents, Nasrat Osman, highlighted the importance of such tournaments in developing the game and giving young players exposure.
I think it is a good sport for children, apart from football and netball and basketball. This is a one-on-one. Some children don't like to be in groups. They want to play a one-side sort of game, so this is amazing for them. Also, a lot of our children are attached to screens and TVs. This takes them away from TVs and screens and keeps them active. 11-year-old Yami Kuchimombo described the event as an eye-opener, providing them with valuable experience.
My dad saw that the people that were playing on TV were playing good, so he got a coach. I started playing when I was 5, and now I'm playing better tennis than I used to, and now I'm 11 years old. In future, I would like to win more tournaments and improve.
Another tennis tournament is expected to be played in April this year.
Well, that report was filed by Amin Musa, centering on the lone tennis coach and player Brenda Masinga, who has called for increased support for the sport, citing financial and material challenges. She made the remarks in Blantyre Sports Arena during the conclusion of Under-10 tennis tournament over the weekend. And now, going back to our story, about 300 participants from different health clubs in the city of Zuzu finished a 15-kilometer joint walk. Commissioner for Northern Region Police Headquarters, Richard Luhanga, has described the joint walk, which they organized in collaboration with other health clubs, as a milestone in networking with the community. Rudoviko Nyirenda with the details.
The joint walk brought together over 300 enthusiastic residents in the city of Mzuzu to take part in the exercise. Speaking after the walk, Commissioner for Northern Region Police, Richard Luhanga, said the exercise has helped the police in the region to get more familiar with the community they are working with.
They give us an opportunity for networking. You can see that we have all sorts of people from different professions and from different areas. And they were very excited. Through that, we were able to interact, talk to each other. We've got the feedback where we're doing well as police officers. We've got where they need us to do more. We have also known. And we hope to make this one an important event so that through it, we interact more with the community, we get closer to the community, and in the process, improve our relationship with the community.
Sam Piri is chairperson from Zuzu Health Club and comments on the importance of the event.
Future should be exercising for everyone. All ages, across all ages. So let's be exercising and also be networking. You know, by doing this, we're interacting, and thereby I think we are like one big family. Very important. I think we need each other like that, and that's how the future should be.
Council Dave Vilamek from Happy Feet commended the police for organizing the event.
We always believe that health and fitness are very good things to have. Most importantly is that when you are fit and you are healthy, you know that it is very rare for you to have these minor diseases.
Meanwhile, Commissioner Luhanga has disclosed that similar exercises will take place in Karonga and other police stations in the north. Rudoviko Nyirenda, MBC News, Mzuzu.
And that item concludes this edition of MBC News. A recap of our top stories before we leave. Persons with disabilities who are also beneficiaries of the social cash transfer in Palombe hail the e-payment system. Over 1,000 families seek refuge at some schools in Mangochi following floods that occurred in the district. And in sports, lone tennis coach and player Brenda Masinga calls for increased financial and material support towards the sport. For more news, scan the QR code at the top right corner of your TV screen or subscribe to our SMS services by dialing *364#. You were with me, Evelyn Chingambe. Thanks for watching and have a good day.
program ya Woman Talk.
zapezeka kuti anthufe